Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. What does your person want you to know? What aren't they telling you, and what do they want you to know? Let's find out. I've made 3 pick a cards reads here, and I've made extended versions for them as well. And so the pick a card, these videos on here, are going to go into all about your person, what they want you to know, what's going on for them at the moment. And the deeper dives, they go into guidance for you. So guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. If there's something that you need to heal, a different way that you need to look at things, something that you need to process right now, or a different way of looking at things. Guidance for you right now. And also guidance for you in this relationship. So things you need to know about them, things you need to know about yourself, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well. So things you need to know about this relationship, right? And also how this might all go down as well for them and for you and your processes and how they might come in and possible timelines for all of that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that deeper dive in the description box and in the comments below as well, where you will also find your timestamps as well to fast forward ahead to your readings. And so all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal ball? We've got a pink theme today, you might notice. Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Got another new shell today as well. It's a bit stinky. Scallop. Very mermaidy today, right? So take your pick now. Click on the links below to fast forward to your reading and enjoy your read. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave me a comment as well. Let me know what's going on, how this is resonating for you. Really helps me if you do that. And click that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. And I will see you in your reading. Bye. Crystals, if you chose the crystal, this one's for you. Let's find out what they most want you to know. Your person, the person that you've got your eye on. Now, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this, a video reading. And so if you find that this is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that. Now, in that, I'm going to go into guidance for you personally. So in the situation you find yourself in right now, guidance for that. Whether you're dealing with this emotionally, whether there's something you need to change your perspective, something to heal, anything like that. Guidance for you now, also guidance for you in this relationship. So when you're together, what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, dynamics between you, how to make it work really well. And also how this might all go down, how the changes might come in, how they might approach you, how might it work out, and timelines for all of that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, you'll see a link that pops up there. And there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. So let's get to it. Crystals. Let's find out what they most want you to know. And what your person most wants you to know. The golden moment. I think that this is them saying that they are waiting for the perfect timing for something. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from that is they want you to know that this isn't a delay for delay's sake. It's not procrastination. It's not anything wrong with you. It's not anything wrong with the relationship. It's just waiting for the perfect timing. So there's other things involved here. Let's find out more. 3 cards, that's unusual. Imagination, resilience, and vulnerability. So they're feeling vulnerable right now. Things might not be seeming to work out in their favor. Everything isn't falling into place, is what I'm getting from this. And it's making them feel vulnerable, but resilience card is out with that as well. So they are being resilient. So don't worry about them, in other words. Yes, they're feeling vulnerable, but they'll get through this. They're resilient in it too. There's obviously something affecting them, which in turn is affecting their timing in this relationship. Imagination, though, they haven't stopped thinking about you. They are very much focused on you, especially in their dreams and their imagination. So they, very, very focused on you there. Just waiting for the golden moment for some reason, the perfect timing. Let's find out more then in the tarot. Tell us. Oh, the Emperor. So they do see you and hold you in high regard. This is the card of like having a lot of respect, really holding you up there on that throne kind of thing. The Empress is the culmination of all the queens, so they see you as everything. Now, I'm taking that as, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. You don't have to be a woman to be this Empress energy. It is what it is, you know, and the Emperor energy is quite different than this. So it applies for both men and women. But yeah, they're very much, very, very high, excuse me, respect for you. And there's also an element of wanting the world with you here as well. Wanting to experience a lot with you, you know. That's also the card of the mother as well, so they might want to have children with you. What do crystals person most want them to know? And I wonder why they're not telling you then. And so if it is just a matter of timing this, why aren't they telling you that? Maybe they can't at the moment. Okay. Got a High Priestess here as well, so they're tapped into their intuition, but they're seeing you as the High Priestess as well. So they're hoping, they think that you've got a strong intuitive connection, strong psychic connection here, and they're hoping that you're picking up on their energy. They're certainly picking up on your energy here. 10 of Cups. So it's almost like them saying, like, they feel you, and even if there isn't so much communication at the moment, or there isn't any communication at all, they do feel you. 10 of Cups. So you're their wish fulfillment, that you're their happily ever after. This will be why they're taking the time. This will be why they're waiting for a golden moment. Because they just steam on in there if it wasn't that important of a relationship. When it's an important relationship, we take our time with it and we make sure it's right. So they want to come at you right there. Queen of Pentacles, they're seeing you as very grounded and stable and capable in yourself. So let's get some clarity on all of these. Some clarifiers out. The Empress, why have we got the Empress here? The Eight of Voices and the Nine of Materials. Having to be single and independent because they're locked down to something here. Now the Empress is the wife energy, so it could be that they're in a partnership at the moment, or still have some kind of legal contract with someone else, like a marriage contract with someone else, and they're bound to that. This Nine of Materials is very freedom, independence, freedom, doing their own thing. So it seems like their finances, their finances and their stability, their materials is tied up with someone else at the moment. And so this will be why they need to delay things. Sorry, I've got a problem with my throat. I don't know why. Okay, what's behind this then? So they might have not let you in on that. It could be about a marriage partnership, but it doesn't need to be. It could also be about job contract or something like that, or business kind of an arrangement. Joint accounts with someone, or an insurance policy with someone. Could be, there's something about their money or their material assets being tied up with someone else, and a relationship would cause complications in that. Just sorting it out. So it seems like they need to sort that out first. Grounding. So they get grounded, so that they've got what they've got. There's something about their material possessions that isn't grounded. It's not solid. They haven't got any they don't know what's theirs and what's not theirs at the moment. Things could be held in escrow, or they just might not have access to their own money at the moment for whatever reason. It's quite specific, huh? They're feeling this strong connection with you, the High Priestess here. So they're feeling like they've got this psychic connection with you, like you've got this strong spiritual connection with each other. High Priestess. And the Magician. Wow, the High Priestess and the Magician, what a couple. So they are manifesting this. They want you to know that they're manifesting this, they're making moves, but it might be taking more time than you'd wish, and certainly that they'd wish as well. They are manifesting it, so they're putting everything they've got into it. The Magician uses all of the resources that they have. You know, they use the materials, they use the knowledge, they use the they're just using all of the resources that they've got to hand to sort this out and to manifest this relationship with you. Their abundance. It's about the money. It's about the material assets. They're bound by that at the moment. They want to get that grounded first. So there's something about, if you were together, proceeding forward, together, I mean, you might be together already, but they might not be taking the relationship to the next level because of this bind that they've got. If someone new comes into a relationship with them, it might make it even more complicated if this is some kind of court process that they're going through to figure out who owns what and whose is what, to do with property and abundance. So they are manifesting it. They want to get this solid base, like the senior is the Queen of Pentacles here, so they do want to get that solid base. They want to match you in that. They want to have the Pentacles in order, let's put it that way. Ten of Cups, the senior is the wish fulfillment, as the happily ever after. As the one that makes the heart happy is the Ten of Cups. Tell us more about this. I'm also picking up from them as well, they're wondering whether they can make your heart happy. Two of Inspiration, so they're looking at the fine details here. The Sun, whether they can make you happy. And Ace of Inspiration. There's certainly the passion there, but they're looking at the finer details. I think that they are finding things out about you, getting to know you, and just making sure they know that you'll make them happy. I'm not sure whether they know that they'll make you happy. The Sun, this ultimate happiness, this bliss, the passion is there. Ace of Inspiration, so they know that you've got that thing together, that passion together. That's not a problem. It needs to be more than that for a solid relationship. And so they are looking at those fine details at the moment. So there's a little bit of insecurity in them. They do see you as fulfilling their wishes, but wondering whether they can live up to fulfilling your wishes, if they're going to make you truly happy there. Little bit of trepidation, and that could just be because of a delay. If we're not spending a lot of time together, we can start getting in our heads about it and overthinking it too much. What's behind this? Creativity. Because the CEO is like a go-getter, as materially kind of stable, maybe intelligent, maybe you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a business person, you could be they're just wondering whether they've got what it takes, to match you in that creativity. In other words, are they a match to you, or are you going to outperform them? Not that it's a competition in a relationship, but you want to kind of be evenly pegged. They're just wondering whether they are evenly pegged with you here. Because the CEO is the Queen of Pentacles here, so you've got your stability, you've got your money in order, you've got that stability. Whatever it is that you've got, whether you've got like a solid career, or you've got a business, or you just got that. Maybe you've got skills, mad skills. Queen of Pentacles. Tell us why the Queen of Pentacles is here. Well, your person is obviously thinking about this seriously. Six of Materials. Whether they can reciprocate. Muse of Emotions. So emotionally, that's interesting. So that's the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign here, but maybe they know that they can give to you emotionally. That could be important to you as well, especially if you're this Empress, Queen of Pentacles character. It could be more important for you to have a partner that tends to you emotionally, because you seem to have everything else covered. But they're just wondering whether they can reciprocate here. Six of Materials is all about reciprocation, about it being a balanced relationship. They can be there emotionally for you. They can be there for you, for your heart, for your emotions, for your well-being in that way. They're kind of putting you on a pedestal here, though, in the material sense. But as I said, I mean, relationships don't have to be, like, should never be, in fact, competitions. But we do want to have some kind of an even kind of keel, you know, equally yoked, that kind of thing. It's important that we're at a similar level at least but it just depends on what's important to you, you know, and what your needs are. Because ideally, we don't get all of our needs met from a partner. You know, we don't just hang out with one person and get them to meet all of our needs. It takes a community, you know. And so, for example, you might be really intelligent, but not necessarily need that from a partner because you're working with super intelligent people. Your friends are, and you've got that covered, kind of thing. Masculine energy here. So the questioning, like, if your person is a man, the questioning how they can step into that masculine energy of meeting you at the materials level, kind of thing. Yeah, because you might, in a way, if we're talking about pentacles being more masculine than the cups, which isn't necessarily true, but if we look at it that way, which is, I guess, what a lot of people think, you're coming across as more masculine, they're coming across as more feminine. That's not necessarily the case, though, because cups aren't necessarily feminine and pentacles aren't necessarily masculine. But that could be the way that they're thinking about it. It's like, hang on, who am I as a man? What can I bring to this equation? What do I bring to this relationship? So it could be that you've got a very good balance between your masculine and your feminine side, and they could be seeking that balance now. I don't know, I'm feeling like they've got a good balance myself. Tapping into their energy here. But this might be someone that questions their masculinity because they seem to be more focused on the cup side of it. The emotional side of life. As I said, could be dealing with a water sign here. So let's find out more. What do they want you to know? So it's like your person wants you to know that they're thinking seriously about this, that they're considering, like, you and your happiness and what you might want out of a relationship and what they can offer you in a relationship. They're optimistic about the love life here, so they are staying optimistic. But they're afraid. They're afraid that they're fooling themselves here, that they can have this, or that they're good enough for you. No, it's not really good enough for you. It's that they don't want you to get frustrated with them in a relationship. They don't want to disappoint you. They want to impress you. And so they're worried that if they steam on into this relationship with you, that they are deceiving you. They don't want it to hurt you. They don't want you to think that. So they're optimistic. They're not being pessimistic about themselves. This is not someone that's like, oh, I'm not good enough, kind of thing. That's not the case at all. But they are looking at it from a very level-headed point of view. Your union, as to whether you are equally yoked, is what it is. They're optimistic. Yes, they're optimistic. And so you at the moment could be delving into all of this as well, of what you want from a relationship, what is important to you, what are your priorities, because we're all a different mix, and it just depends on the community that you've got around you as well, as to what it is that you'll be wanting. What you're kind of missing out on at the moment is what you'll be looking for in a relationship. It's changed for me, you know. What I'm looking for in a relationship has changed, because the more I get to know myself and fulfill myself, the less I need from a relationship, the less I need someone to be for me. And so then I can get really specific about what it is that I do want from a relationship, and it's less than I wanted before. And so whereas when I was younger, like 20 years ago, I would want them to be into all of the same things as me. It was important for them to be that, because I was very much, finding out about myself, and I needed someone to help me find out about myself, really. And not so anymore. I know myself, and so what I'm looking for now, it's more like this. It's more like this emotional, that connection is the most important thing now, because I've got everything else covered, you know. they're having faith in their dreams. So they do have these visions, and they are thinking of you a lot and connecting with you on that psychic kind of a level, and they have faith in their dreams. So they are optimistic. Like, generally they're optimistic. I know, like, the deception card out, and they're being a little bit insecure here, but mostly they're optimistic here. That's also a message for you as well, to have faith in them and your dreams together. So you could have talked with them about what your dreams are together, and yeah, they want you to have faith in that too. Kindness here. They see you as a very kind person, loving and giving, humanitarian person. They want to share that energy. They want to help you share that energy with others. So it feels like that they are this energy as well, and they want to, like, tap into that more inside of themselves and help you. They want to be generous with you and help you. Yeah, they're willing to help you. Got willingness here. They've got a lot of energy for you. They want to help you. They want to give to you. They want to support you in what you're doing. Very willing kind of a person. They might have shown willing, so they might, jump up whenever you need something, that kind of thing. They're willing to help you out here. And transformation, it's very transformative to them, this relationship. It's kind of got them to grow up, in a sense. Moving through illusions and shifting into awareness about themselves. So they are taking this very seriously. It's not just bravado and steaming on in there, nor is it really that deception thing that they're worried about either. Not the other end of that. It's they're finding out about themselves. They're uncovering themselves through this process. I don't feel like they've done that before. It doesn't feel like they've done that before. That they've not delved so deeply in themselves to ask, what it is that they bring to relationships, what it is that they want in relationships. But they're certainly doing it now. And they want you to know that. Like I said, I was getting at the start that this isn't procrastination. If you've got a bit of a delay going on here, it's not procrastination. They're waiting for that golden moment, that perfect timing. But it's not you, and it's not a problem, and it's not... Yes, certainly there seems to be some kind of a tie that they've got going on here with the money, but that's not all. That's not all that the delay is about. They're also getting a lot of clarity at the moment about if they're good enough for you, in a very healthy sense of that. What were these again? Oh, they're feeling vulnerable, yeah. But they are resilient. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent. They're going around in circles with something. I'm tying this back to that. They want to rebuild, they want to start, they want to get the material sorted out. But they're going around in circles at the moment, so they could have someone that is not signing the papers, or, it could be very repetitive. They're working on it, they're having to have persistence. Want the dreams to come true. What's persistence? What, resilience? Yeah, so they're hanging on in there and they are persisting, and I think that they keep on getting no answers to sorting this thing out, but they're being persistent. That they do want to get it sorted out. So whatever it is that they're working on at the moment to free themselves there, they're getting it done. They are getting it done eventually, but there does seem to be someone stood in their way there, someone they had a business with or some kind of a contract with. Maybe someone that doesn't want them to move on, probably. Let's find out more. Close encounters. So they're almost there. They hope so anyway. Close encounters. They don't want to miss this. They don't want to miss this relationship. It's close. Yeah, I'm just getting from that they don't, they hope that they make it in time, that you don't move on before they're ready. Close encounters. Tell us more. Tell us more. Let's try again. Loneliness. Oh, they're lonely at the moment. They're feeling quite isolated right now. They're feeling alone right now. They're trying to embrace that at the moment, that solitude, the loneliness that they're feeling. So if you're seeing them around other people at the moment, they could be around other people but feeling very lonely, feeling isolated from them. It feels like your person's very much in transition here. They're going through a transformation right now, and that's a lonely place to be in, especially if they're around people that are kind of from their past energy. What else? Well, let's get some, before I get a message from their heart to yours, I'm going to get some of these out. So what do they want you to know? Younger man and woman. So they could be a younger man. It's not the older woman, so they don't think you're old. You could be an older woman, but not that old. They're younger. There's something in that. There's if they're not younger in age than you, or it could be the other way around, just depending on whether you're a man or a woman. If we're talking heterosexual relationships, that is here. But if they're not younger than you, they might be feeling that way, you know? They might be feeling that you're on a different level. They're just wondering whether they match up to you, really. Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. They're trying to protect you from negative forces beyond their control. And so they're keeping you away from whatever this is. And I was feeling that is that they don't want you to be in on that money thing. It's just going to make it more complicated if they're in a relationship, like a committed relationship. It might be make that financial contract thing tricky. They might start taking your assets into account or something like that. They don't want that. They want to let's leave that out. They might want to protect you from that and just keep you from that. Successfully overcoming a problem. So they want you to know that they will successfully overcome this problem, whatever it is, that financial thing. And October, so it's going to be in October. Anything else that they want you to know here? Apple, temptation will test you. What I'm getting from this is that they're tempted to, they don't want to, but they're tempted to just not take this relationship so seriously. Well, how can I put this? They're tempted to just come and see you and just go for this. And every time that they're tempted to do that, luckily, they stop themselves and go, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because of these binds. I can't do that because my relationship with crystals is more important to me than that. So they can't. It's like that they just want to come round and like get into bed with you. They want the passions to take. They're thinking about the passions to take over. Where did you get the passions here? Yeah, so they know that the passion and the emotional connection, it's like they want that now because they're feeling lonely, right? But each time, so they might be on the verge all the time of contacting you, but like a booty call thing, and it's like, no, I can't do that, I can't do that. So they are bringing themselves back from doing that. They're tempting them, but they know that they've got to do this the right way and wait for that golden moment. Quite frustrating at the moment for this person and for you. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving, it says. So they do see this as this is from their heart to your heart, by the way. They do see this as like a solid connection, like you are. You've got a lot in common, is what I'm getting from that. So they do believe in that. I want to get one more of these out. You've got a lot in common. So why are they focused on that, like the little details then of how? Yeah, it's just insecurity, I think. Well, because they've got time on their hands, right, to think about this. Too much. You've got too much time on their hands to think about this. Another message from their heart to your heart. And then we'll leave it there. Take those two. Actions speak loudly. Yeah, so they're being very deliberate about their actions now, and especially their non-actions. So it's what they're not doing is speaking a lot. You know, they don't want to come in on that superficial level. And also the union of hearts. I love This love connection defies explanation. So they've got a very strong pull to you there. It's very grounded as well. Look at them now. It's like two trees, grounded, rooted, and just very, very solid connection. That's what they want it to be. They want to build this up as a solid connection. So they definitely want to do the right thing by you, which is why it's taking time here. Other things involved, but yeah, they want you to know that they are working on this and that they're doing it the right way, that they're sorry if you are getting frustrated while you're waiting, but they want to do this the right way. There you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for some guidance on all of this and this relationship. I'll pop a link for it up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. There's a link in the description box and in the comments as well for that if you don't see it up there. And as I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you in that. It's an instant download, so do make sure that you get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And the email might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So do check in those places. And in that email, there will be a link to the crystal, to the flower and the shell. You just click on that crystal, and in that document, there's a little bit of information in there, and you can click on the picture of the video and watch the video from there. And so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video, click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Good luck with this relationship. I will see you next time. Bye. If you chose the flower, this one's for you. Let's find out what your person wants you to know here. Now, as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, so an extended video reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that. In that extended, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Whether you're dealing with this emotionally, whether there's something that you need to change, a change of approach, change of mind, whether there's something that you need to heal and sort out before this union comes together. Anything like that. Guidance for you now. Guidance for you in this relationship. What you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, dynamics, how to make it work really well. And also how this might all go down as well, how you might come together, that kind of thing. And so if you're interested in that, timelines as well. I'll go into timelines of that. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You'll find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below. So let's find out, flowers, what your person wants you to know. Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Always feel like your person doesn't want to tell you, but they want you to know. They want you to pick up on the signs. They want you to notice. They could be like giving you hints that they like you, or giving you hints about what they want, but not like directly communicating with you. Follow the signs. Trust them. Flowers, what does flowers person want them to know? Purification. Now, your person could have an addiction and want to sort that out. They might not want to tell you about it. They might have alluded to it in some way of dropping hints. Your person might have directly told you that they don't feel that they're good enough for you, and you might have been making excuses for them, saying, yes you are, yes you are. But they might not have directly told you what's going on here. There's something that they need to purify anyway. It might not be an addiction for some of you, but there is something that they need to sort out in their life that's making them feel not good enough for you. I feel that some of you, they might have told you that. I'll just hurt you, I'm not good enough for you, that kind of thing. Watch out when someone says that, because they're directly telling you, right? Why aren't they communicating this? Why are they dropping like smoke signals instead? Making you guess. They're making you guess at what's going on here. Okay, let's find out more. What do they want you to know, flowers? What does your person want you to know here? You could be living at a distance from them and might not know what's going on with them. Like, they could be drinking heavily or something and you just don't know that because they're not telling you. They're not, not telling you what's going on. They could be acting aloof here, and I'm definitely getting not direct communication with you. They're not explaining themselves. This could be very frustrating for you. Could be asking them a lot of questions and they're just not telling you. They're kind of circling around it but not telling you, dropping you hints and all of that, hoping you'll just get it without telling you. acting aloof, not being upfront with the communication, for sure. Okay, I'll get clarifiers out for all of these. Let's find out more. What the flowers person? So it feels to me like they want you to know it without telling you it. This is the energy of someone that wants to get caught in a way so that they don't have to fuss up about something. The behavior could be quite peculiar right now because of this. You know, their actions and the words will not be a match at all. Be very confusing to you, this person right now. And it could be that they're only just realizing that they've got a problem. If we're talking addictions here, they've only just got to the point where they're actually admitting it to themselves, never mind anyone else. So they might want you to just kind of realize. 9 of Pentacles, independence here. Is that you? Is that them? Needing to be independent while they sort this out. I'll get the clarifiers out very shortly on that. I'm not getting a strong message. 8 of Wands, wanting to communicate, wanting to move fast. Doesn't feel like they're able to. Emotionally, kind of thing. They want to move fast and then they can't. Page of Wands and the Star. So you're like the wish fulfillment here. And they've got this passion for you, the Page of Wands. There's a strong drive to get into this relationship from them. They want to move fast, but then it's like they're ill-equipped to right now, emotionally, in themselves, because they've got something that you need to purify in their life here. Let's find out more about it. I'm intrigued now. 7 of Wands, so kind of aloof and might even be feeling like they're disinterested, but they are really interested. They want you to find something out, and they don't at the same time. It's that energy. It's almost like they want you to be a detective on it instead of telling you. Because if they tell you, then they'd be bringing it up themselves. They would be the catalyst for it. They'd be more responsible for it. They're responsible for it anyway, it's their stuff. But it's almost like if they speak it out, then it'll definitely make whatever it is be out there, and they'd have to confront it then. They're much happier if you would do it, if you'd bring it up. 9 of Voices, the truth. Their truth, coming in with the truth. They're not doing it, are they? They're waiting for something. They're waiting for you like to find out instead of telling you. I don't feel like it's anything terrible. I think it's just like, say you might have something that you're embarrassed about. I don't know, you might binge eat or something like that. It could be something like that. It could be something like that, and they're kind of wanting you to find out. They don't want to fuss up about it. They're only just realizing it's a problem themselves. It's not just you, but of course, getting into a romantic relationship, you're going to find out eventually. This is something that they're judging themselves about, obviously, to the point that they've not even accepted it in themselves yet, and so they can't speak out about it to anybody else yet. What's behind this? Letting go. They need to let go of it. Yeah, they need to sort it out within themselves first and let go of it, whatever it is. Some kind of an addiction, some kind of a pattern, some kind of a habit that they've got that isn't serving them and is kind of showing some deeper instability. Got the black and white balance there, and they're not balanced right now, and they need to let go of that. So it's something that they've been doing to play out, to ignore something in themselves, numbing out, that kind of thing. It could be drugs, alcohol, it could be eating, it could be overworking or something like that. Doesn't feel like it to me. They do need to let go of that first. So independence, what is this? 9 of Pentacles. Well, I've got the 9 of Pentacles here. So they do and they don't want you to know that. Isn't this funny? This reading is meant to be about what they want you to know. They've got a problem, and they do, and they don't want you to know about it. 9 of Pentacles. The Page of Emotions. Your person might be saying, you know how I said, like, some of them, they might have said to you, like, I'll just be trouble for you. And you'll be like, no, you're not. Yeah, they are. They also might have been saying, I'm not ready. Page of Emotions, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I need to be by myself at the moment. Believe someone when they tell you that. Believe someone when they tell you that. This isn't someone that's ready. They're not ready for a relationship. They need to be single and independent at the moment. I feel like they're on the trajectory to that, because the Page of Emotions is often that. It's the dreamer. It's the one that wants that. Yes, they do. They've got a drive to want that. And so if they're confusing you as in, well, why did you approach me then? And why do you seem so serious about me if you're saying that you're not ready for a relationship? That makes no sense. It's a contradiction. Your person is a contradiction here. They're in a transition at the moment. They're not ready yet. They haven't done the self-love thing. Your person right now, they need to be focused on themselves. They're right. They do need to be independent. They need to be single right now. They need to find that self-love. They need to not appreciate themselves. Yes, they do need to do that, but they need to accept themselves where they're at right now. Your person isn't even there yet. They're not being totally honest with themselves about this thing. They're getting there, but you know that path, it's a long one. Self-acceptance of a problem, to then facing it before you're even able to tell other people about it. You need to come to that place of being able to love yourself through it. Your person isn't ready for a relationship, but I can see why they'd want to get into one. It might be the instigator for them to sort this thing out, is that they want to be in a relationship, you know. But it still doesn't mean that they're ready for it, or that you should be there while they're doing it. You know, it could be that they've met you in order to instigate this healing in themselves. It's changes behind that. They do need to make changes in their life, and they need to do it single. We need to do that healing work while we're single. It isn't done within a relationship. Now, whether this relationship is going to come together after that, that's another thing. But I feel like you're the instigator for them of this healing. It's like, meet Flower, want a relationship with Flower, can't have a relationship. Tell Flower I can't have a relationship with them. But now I know that I need to sort this thing out. I see it now. I don't really want to admit it to myself. I'm very much ashamed of it. I don't even want to accept it in myself. Never mind love it in myself or sort it out. Your person is going through all of that right now. 8 of Wands there. That is like them being quite assertive in a way that this is what they want, and they want to rush in, kind of thing. Communication. 8 of Materials, and make it work and make it pay off and all of that. So they do want this relationship. They do. They've got a strong drive, and that's good, because I think the strong drive is going to help them. It's the carrot dangled in front of the nose that will help them to sort this stuff out. But this isn't going to be fast. This isn't going to be a relationship that comes about very soon. Got a lot of work, you know, probably. You know yourself how long it takes, this process. They've got signs. So they've got signs that you're the person to go for this relationship, and it doesn't mean that you are that person. It's the universe dangling a carrot in front of their nose saying, go for this, because that is going to be the driving force for you to heal this thing. It's like when we get a goal, say a business, like, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, if you've tried to manifest anything in business, is that you need to have those goals. You set those goals, and then you have some inner work to do. Then you have to work on your confidence or whatever it is. It's a goal that instigates some kind of a healing with them. They've had omens about it, about you being the right person. You could have had omens in that too. This is like the universe saying, play along with this game, because they need you as that carrot dangled in front of them. Not to be in relationship with you, to have you as a goal, or someone like you to be in relationship with. That's what it is. This isn't about you better being in this person's life right now. You're not. absolutely not. This person is better off without you right now, but seeing you as a goal kind of thing. So this wish, yeah, Page of Wands, yeah, I get this now. So the star, so that wish, you're the wish, and the star is about healing as well. So this makes sense. Page of Wands. Page of Wands and the star. Why have we got the Page of Wands and the star here? So they've got to have that desire for you, that desire for a relationship. They've got to put you on a pedestal in a way and be focused on you to even drive them to have this healing. So it seems like your soulmates then. Whether you'll be together or not, I don't know. We'll get into that in the deeper dive. What's behind this? The Queen of Materials. You're the stable one. You're the stable one here. That's why they're wishing for you. They're seeing that stability. They're imagining that. They're imagining that life with you. And of course, the person that they're being at the moment with, whatever it is that they need to purify, isn't a match to that. They know that. That's why they can't come into it. That's why they need to be independent at the moment and sort that out. So it's your stability that they want. You need to find that in themselves first and be a match to it. So we've very much got a opposites attracting kind of an energy going on at the moment. In some kind of way. It might not be opposites in every kind of way, but the healing force behind this is that opposites attracting. You're showing up as stable. They are absolutely not. Perception. Again, you might be making excuses about this person, saying, no, but they are great. And yes, they do have potential and they can do this, but you need to let them do that by themselves. Step up, release that thing, purify that thing that they've got going on. So just be careful about that, of how you're perceiving them through all of this. Don't be too generous with people. They might do the work, they might not though. You need to be aware of that. Okay, so what else do they want you to know? Finances and career. And children. Oh God, they've got it all going on. So your person could have financial problems, career problems, they could have problems with everything in their life. Because I feel that this thing, this purification thing, whatever it is, it will be affecting every part of their life. They'll be numbing out from everything that is stressful. And so your person could have all kinds of problems in their life. Finances, career, children. What else, you know? It could be like we could have got a lot more cards with stuff like this out for them. Because when we've got like fundamental issues like that, and it could be what's behind it is like a fundamental emotional issue from the childhood or whatever. And so the numbing out to that is causing knock-on effects to everything. It's causing problems in the finances, causing problems with the children, causing problems with the career, causing problems in relationships. Of course it will be, but they need to figure that out themselves to get back. That healing process is big. The addiction or whatever it is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the symptom. It's just the numbing of the symptom of what is really going on here, and it's deep. And yeah, the person's got to heal themselves. And yeah, I need to say that again because I'm being told it again. They need to do that by themselves. Otherwise, they'll get into an enabling situation with you. You'll enable them not to. They need to do it by themselves first. They need to prove worthy of having this relationship. And that's got to be okay with you. You deserve that. That's all fluffy down my back. Got fluffy hair today. Tell us more. What do they want you to know? Expect powerful change. Communication is key. They think they're going to turn this around faster than they actually are. No one knows, right? Because they're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. It's like I can melt that iceberg. Or if you just melt the tip of it, it'll bob up even more, you know? Because it's bigger. The problem's bigger than they think. It's like quitting alcohol. It's just the start, you know? I kind of did it the other way around. I healed myself and then quit alcohol, so it was easy in the end. But I did try and quit alcohol along the way when I wasn't healed, and it was very difficult. And so the quitting whatever it is that they're doing is the tip of the iceberg. That's not the problem. The problems are behind that. They think it's going to be quick. It's not going to be quick. Expect powerful change. Communication is key. They think that they're going to sort this out faster than they are, and then come at you fast. So this might not be someone who's been through this healing process much, or at all. They respect you. Nice. They respect you. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Now, you might have already said to this person about this healing stuff that they need to do, and they might be thinking that's just your perspective. You might already know what I'm telling you here, that it's going to take them ages, and they've not done it, so they don't know. And they're like, oh, just quit drinking or whatever it is. It's not that though, you know that. They think that you've got a perspective at the moment. I'm getting that your perspective is right. This is someone that thinks they're going to be ready soon when they're not. Unfortunately, because it just takes time to heal ourselves. We generate these issues slowly, and we reinforce them all of our lives, and it's not something that can be healed fast. Addiction, there it is. Addiction, it's an addiction that they've got. Acts, break up, separation, stop the pattern, stop the pattern. They need to stop that pattern, that addiction, but it's the pattern behind the addiction that's the problem. Vote, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So I do feel like they've got, in the desire for you, they do have that drive to do this. They might not have had that before, any reason to stop that addiction, to even start the healing process kind of thing. This feels like someone that needs to stop the addiction to reveal what's behind it. Like I've always been interested in the inner work, so I kind of didn't need to drop my addiction first, because I was doing that inner work, and the addiction just fell away when I didn't need it anymore. Didn't feel the anxiety behind it anymore that caused me to drink. And I wasn't drinking very often in the last few years, but before that I was drinking often, regularly, to get rid of my anxiety. This is someone that needs to get rid of that addiction, though, to even feel what's there, to deal with it. Person might be a good candidate to go into one of those like AA programs or something like that. I don't know what their addiction is that they've got going on, but addictions are the same thing. Whether we're using food or drugs or alcohol, whatever it is we're using to numb out, it's the same thing. So one of those programs would work for them, I feel, your person here. It would be good for them to get help. I wonder if they're doing that. Okay, what else? What else do they want you to know? What do they want you to know, flowers? What do they want you to know? Great big love. Got great big love for you. Very juicy carrot you are for them. It's good that they have you in their focus. Now, whether it's good for you to have them in your focus is another thing, and that's what I'm going to get into in the deeper dive, is your side of things here, because we're finding out a lot about them right now, but not so much about you. They want you to forgive them for this. They know that they're causing problems for you here, and they want you to know that they love you. Beautiful. Well, that's nice. But they do know that they're kind of hurting you, because they want you to forgive them. Let's find out more. What do they want you to know? What do they want you to know? Beware of great pride. They might want to just get into this relationship without doing this groundwork. I wouldn't recommend doing that. A sincere wish will be granted. So this drive, of course, the higher self is going to be doing whatever it can to get them to heal themselves so that they can have a relationship that they want. Absolutely. And so that wish is going to be granted for them. Whether it's with you or not is another matter, but you're certainly playing a very important role in their life right now to give them a a quest kind of thing to instigate this healing in them. It might just be that that's all it is for you. In which case, you might be receiving from someone else what you need. Camel, persevere and you'll overcome problems. So they want you to persevere with this. Of course they do. And they need that. I mean, they need to believe that you're it, kind of thing. They do. They'll be getting signs and omens about that. They need to believe that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to believe that about them. Okay. Got parrot here. Someone will gossip about all your secrets, so they kind of want that to happen. They want you to find out about what's going on for them, somehow or other. They don't want to tell you. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So why do they want you to know that? They've got a deep friendship going on here. Maybe someone that they're sharing this path with. That could be like someone is helping them. They need you to know that someone is helping them. Someone of the same sex. They might want you to know that gossip. Someone could be gossiping about them. And it might not be the truth. I don't know. I don't know about that, because some of it will be the truth. Okay, so let's get a message from their heart to your heart. A message from their heart to your heart. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, right? Doesn't it? Wow. Yes, and they've recognized it, this need for change, that yes, they need to change. But what a gift that you've given them to instigate that healing and that change within them. It's great. Act as if your partner's there. Like I said, your person, they do need to believe that they're headed towards you to get through this healing thing. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they're with you, so you'll always consider them. Again, this doesn't mean that you have to be there for them. They just need to believe that. They just need to believe that they're going to get you in the end. So we'll get into it in your side of things for you, but if you want to help them out, you wouldn't say like to them, I'll never be with you kind of thing. Even if you know that you will never be with them. I wouldn't say that to them. I would let them believe it. Because it's going to help them to believe that. To act as if you're there with them, as if they're going to be with you. Very interesting. So that sounds like it is your story, or could be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive. I think it's going to be an important one, this one, because I think that your guidance is going to be very different. And let's get into it anyway. And your guidance in this relationship, if you do end up together, that's going to be interesting too. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that. I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below as well. And that's an instant download, so do make sure you get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And when you receive it, it might end up in your inbox, but it also might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So look in those places for it. There'll be a document in there, and when you download that, you'll see some information in there, and then you'll see a picture of the video. You click on that and you can watch that on YouTube. What else? I don't know. What am I saying? So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to click like on this video. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, you're not coming into the extended with me, good luck with this one. I will see you next time. And if you come into the extended with me, I will see you in there. Thanks. Bye. Hello, Shell. So if you chose the Shell, and this one is for you, let's find out what your person wants you to know. Now, as always, Shells, there's a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes along with this. So if it seems like this could be your story, or is your story, then you might want to get that. Because in that, I'm going to go more into guidance for you. Guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, whether you need to change your mind about something, change your approach, deal with it emotionally, heal something, whatever it is, your guidance right now, the situation you find yourself in right now. Guidance for you in this relationship. So what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, how to make it work really well. And also how this might all go down, possible timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below. So let's find out what they want you to know. Call forth the waves. Oh, it's like they're going to throw a spanner in the works or cause some chaos or something like that. They're going to blow something up. If your person has been not confronting something, they're going to. If they're in a situation that they really need to confront, like standing up to their parents or something like that, or standing up to someone who's toxic in their life, or there could be something in your relationship that is causing a problem here, and they're just kind of being they're not facing it, so it's frustrating. They're not facing it. For example, say if they've got a toxic parent, right, that's really mean to you, and you backed off from it saying you don't stand up for me, what's going on? This is almost saying like, call forth the waves. They're about to blow stuff up. Whatever the situation is that's going on, I think it's with them. I think you are being affected by it, but I think it's with them. Your person's about to blow it up here. They're about to create some waves. They're about to base this thing and shake it up. They're about to rock the boat. They want you to know that they're going to rock the boat. Calling forth the waves. They're shaking it up. So they might have got to the point of frustration in themselves here, especially if it's affecting your relationship. You might have drawn up a boundary to them lately and said, you either backed me up on this, you're on my side, you're dealing with this, or I can't live with this. It's not going to happen between us. That could have been the case. Or you could have just pulled away from them because you're disappointed in them that they're not sorting this thing out. Whatever it is that they need to sort out is going to rock the boat for other people, for them too, is what I'm getting here. Soulmate's card. I think you're the soulmate. You're certainly having a disruptive element effect in their life, but that's a good thing. It's a good disruptive element effect in their life. Let's find out more. What do they want you to know? Tell us more about this. What is it they're going to shake up here? Five of Swords. It's causing chaos and conflict for them too. For both of you, I feel. Whatever this thing is, it's causing chaos and conflict. And it's like, it's theirs to deal with. I really don't feel it's yours to deal with at all. But it's affecting you. And good on you if you're holding them to that as well. If you're like, sort it out. It might be a deal breaker for you. It feels like it is. You might have voiced that or not. I think you have. Let me know in the comments below anyway. Three of Pentacles, planning. Oh. Planning a confrontation. Planning a way to do this is what they're doing right now. They're in planning. This could be quitting a job or something like that. It could be... I was getting more strongly that it's about dealing with someone toxic though, but that could be in work as well. Knight of Swords. And then getting moving. Yeah, your person does want to get moving now. Now, they might have taken the time to get to this point where they're like, okay, I do need to do something about this. They're very much in the planning stage at the moment for this confrontation, whatever it is. Confrontation. Death and Rebirth. Ouch. Yeah, they need to end something, and it's spectacular, I just heard. Significant was the word I was reaching for, but spectacular is what word I was given. So it's going to be good. I mean, it's going to be dramatic when it happens. This is not something that is going to be like it's a rock the boat moment. It's a rock the boat moment. There's going to be fallout from it. So other people are involved. And that's like why they need to plan it, and it's going to be a bit messy. A bit messy. I wonder if you're going to be involved in it at all. Five of Swords. Tell us why this Five of Swords. What's this chaos and conflict that we've got going on in their lives? Priestess. Intuitively, you know what it is what I'm getting here. So it's not telling me what it is, but that thing that you thought of, it's that. It's causing chaos and conflict in your life. Now, your person might have a smile on their face, and they might not be showing it too much, but it really is causing a lot of chaos and conflict in your life. And you're right about that. You know it. You might be like, why are they putting up with this? Well, they're kind of not. They kind of are, but they're kind of not. They are planning their retreat. It's not a retreat from it. They're planning their confrontation of it. There needs to be a confrontation here. Who's the toxic person? So that they can have a new beginning. And what else? Discernment. But they do need to tread carefully here, because it will rock the boat. There's going to be some fallout about this. So toxic people, right? It feels like someone's toxic in their life, and this is what they need to deal with here. Toxic people are toxic, right? And when you confront them, when you end something, when you draw up a boundary, when you rock that boat, it ain't pretty with the toxic people. I mean, it's bad enough with good people, isn't it? Because this is a major ending. When we confront good people, there's an ego reaction to that. Toxic people, you better duck for cover. You better duck for cover, you know. So this is a big thing. So they're having to be discerning about it. They're having to manage someone that's toxic here. Three of Pentacles, they're planning. They're planning the confrontation. They might need like a safe house to get to. I don't know. What's this planning about? Ton of emotions. It feels to me like your person has just got to that point when they realize, I can't put up with this anymore. I can't deal with toxic people anymore. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have my happily ever after. My heart is important. I can't just keep on being around this toxic person anymore and putting up with that stuff. So your person is just getting to that point where they're like, I deserve better than this. And then the hurdle has to be got over of the confrontation of that toxic person to get out of it. And so it gets worse before it gets better, right? It's like new skincare regimen. They're about to have the breakouts from a new skincare regimen, but then their skin is going to be good after that. It's like that. It's sacred space is what's behind this. Like I said, they need a safe place to run to. Oh God, I wonder who this is that they're dealing with here. So they need to plan it. They need to literally have someone's lounge to go and sleep on when they do this. They're having to sort the logistics of it out. This could be someone that they're living with, or someone that they're working for. It could be. So they need that space. They need a plan of action. They need something to go to. Especially, like if it's work, they'll need to sort the finances out, to have a new job to go to or whatever. They're just having to cover the bases here before they do it. That's what the planning is about. But what's really behind that is this. They know that they deserve to be happy now. They're no longer willing to put up with that toxic behavior anymore. So they want to do a runner here. Three of Emotions. Coming together, reuniting it is. I don't know whether you've been with this person already or not, but they want to run away from the current situation to you. It's not as easy as that, is it? They're not able to do it. They're not able to do the runner. They've got to confront it, is what I'm hearing. They've got to confront it. So slow but steady and stripping illusions. So they've been trying to put up with it. They've been deluding themselves and slowly coming around to the fact that they can't do this anymore, that they do have to confront it here, and stripping illusions about you as well, because I think that this is their wish fulfillment. There, you will make their heart happy. You're not coming up as this toxic behavior, and so it feels to me like they don't want the sacred space. Isn't you? They're not going to come running to you. It feels to me like they want to get out of this situation and then afterwards come to you. For some of you, it could be that. I mean, the sacred space did come out with the 10 of emotions there, so they're planning that. I don't know. They do want to run towards you, but I don't feel like it's going to be an instant thing here. Slow but steady there. They want to run towards you, but they're not going to. It could be like a fantasy of theirs to get away from this toxic person and straight into your arms, but that in reality is messed up. It's going to be more of a slow but steady approach here. Sort that out and then come to you. I don't think the person is going to want to involve you in this toxic thing with this toxic person. So death and rebirth, there needs to be a major ending before we have this new beginning with you here, is what it feels like to me. Death and rebirth, tell us why the death and rebirth card is here. And they've been avoiding this major ending because of this confrontation, because of this toxic person. The hold that toxic people have over us because we're scared. We know they're toxic. We know they're going to be shitty when we try and get away from them. And so it does delay our actions, doesn't it? Ace of materials and the ace of emotions. Whoa, this is huge. Ace of emotions is the feeling incredible. Ace of materials is a big offer here. Wow, so this is the rebirth that's going to make them feeling incredible and a big offer. So it does feel like they want to be with you and give you this big love offer, and that you will be 10 of emotions and ace of emotions together is an incredible feeling. They definitely want this start with you. What's behind this? But yes, they do need to have this ending, and it's going to be dramatic when it happens. Sexual energy, definitely want to be with you. A lot of passion for you. Sure of that. Tell us more. What do they need you to know? Playfulness. They find you light and playful and untoxic. That's great. They want to have fun with you. They want life to be light again. They're realizing that it's important that they are happy. Finally self-loving themselves and realizing that they don't need to. You could have a march on your hands here that can put up with a lot of crap for a long time. Adjustments are required, absolutely. Your hard work's paying off though. They are putting the work in already. So it feels like they could have tried to fix this situation with this toxic person in the past, put a lot of work in there, which of course is impossible because the work is for the toxic person to do, and they never do it. They never take responsibility for that. So it feels like you've got a codependent person on your hands here, someone that's stuck with a toxic person for a long time, trying to sort it out. As I said, it's just like saying that women's problems are rape or something like that, and it's for women to sort out, when it's not. It's a men's problem, it's not a women's problem. Women are the victim of it. It's not for women to sort out, it's for the men to sort out. So I don't really want to get into this, but I'm not implying that women can't rape too, but you know what I mean. It's an example. And so, yeah, I do feel like they know that adjustments are required here, that they do need to change their line of approach here. There could be a martyr. Just watch out for that as well, because if you've got someone that's got those codependent traits, that can be it is very undermining to relationships. It's not ideal. Sometimes when we're in that codependence, we think that the toxic person is only the person that's wrong. It's not. Codependency is a toxic trait too. So watch out. There's a reason that your person has had a toxic person in their life. But yeah, they do want this hard work to pay off. So they do feel like they've been putting the work in. They haven't put the work in the right place though. The work, it has to be on themselves and what this need is to sort other people's problems out, to put up with that person's crap in the first place or anyone else's, and the fact that they think it's theirs to deal with other people's problems. That's the codependency thing. It's deriving our self-esteem from fixing other people. And that can come about by being born to a family that have got a lot of these toxic problems in it, and then we develop that. It's my job to fix this, because that's the only way I can be happy, is to try and change my family so that I do get the love that I want. And so it's that deriving self-esteem from other people's problems and fixing them. So if they might Oh, look, I'm not getting that they're seeing that in you. Like, they're not seeing you as a problem. Quite the opposite. They know that the heart wants to be happy now. They see this great thing. But we can see that in toxic people too, thinking that we're going to have a great time with a toxic person. Anyway, they see you as being very light and fun, and it being very good for their heart. Just watch out for that. Be aware for that, of that codependency thing, because that is something that needs to be healed within yourselves. Priorities. You understand the paramount, and just another thing on that, hang on, in that codependency is like, you might be thinking, oh yeah, that's me, like I've got that trait too. And you might be thinking, won't it be ideal if two codependent people get together? Or you might not be saying it like that. You might be thinking, wouldn't it be great if two giving people came together? I see that banded around. There's memes about that. Yes and no. It depends whether those people have worked on the codependency, whether they've because it is a toxic trait. Not that giving is a toxic trait, but when it's taken to the point of codependency, it is. Everything can be a toxic trait if you do too much of it, right? If it's out of balance. So yes, two giving people coming together is great, as long as they've worked on that codependency stuff. It's still toxic, so just watch out for that. So in other words, if you're recognizing that what I'm talking about in yourself, you need to do that too. You need to ask yourself and do that work on yourself to release the codependency, to be 100% honest with yourself and say, realize what is toxic about that in you, so that you don't bring that toxic part of it out. Priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Your person does do that, right? They've got the priorities right in a way, as in they know that it's important to love, they want everyone to be happy, they want themselves to, they're just including themselves now, which is great, to be happy here and getting that balance right. That is what stops us from overgiving, right? Is when we realize, oh, I deserve love too, and we get that balance of self-love and loving everyone else, right? 50% for us and then 50% for everyone else. So if you've got 50 people in your life, they all get 1%, you get 50%. And that doing that, I know, because I was codependent before, doing that feels very selfish, and you feel very out of balance because you're used to giving everyone else 100% and you 0%. But yeah, it is the healthy approach there. So they're sorting out the priorities here. And they've got a good heart. Your person has got a good heart here, but they are a bit of a overgiver, which might be music to your ears, but it really isn't. It really isn't. And if you've done that codependent work on yourself, if you've been releasing that yourself, you'll realize it's not the best. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Awesome. So they're raising the vibration here. They're getting ready, transcending these obstacles that have been in their life. Could be for a very long time as well. Like I could be talking about like a partner, an ex-partner who's toxic that they need to stand up to. But it could be a rerun of toxic parents. They could have just had toxic person after toxic person in their life. Go with a snake, empath, narcissist paradigm. It's not empath. It's codependent and narcissist paradigm. The problem isn't empathy. It's codependency. Very different. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Codependency issues. I was picking up on it. Yep. Because it goes with toxic behavior. It's only the codependents that put up with that crap. Okay. So let's find out more. What do they want you to know? Shells. Roots of abundance. Nice. So they see this as a solid foundation with you. That fell out too. Time machine. There's something off about this time, and think, time machine. If they could go back in time and just have chosen you from the start, then they wish that they could have done that, but then they'd missed the lesson. So yeah, they do see this as a solid foundation here, but there is that bit of a fantasy there that they wish that had just met you. In other words, they're putting you on a pedestal, and they're thinking that there's going to be no problems with you. They're doing that, which is sirens going off in my head, you know. They wish they could have gone back. So your person isn't realizing, maybe they will after this confrontation realize it a little bit more. that there's going to be challenges with everyone, right? And it's not true that you just go back and pick the right person and you won't have to learn. If you guys had got into a relationship before, this codependency would have messed it up. I wanted to say the F word there. It would have messed it up. We can't get past our lessons. It's going to come up, and yeah, I do feel like it's going to come up within your relationship, but hopefully you've both learned enough about your patterns that it's not going to wreck your relationship. We'll get into that in the deeper dive anyway. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm here. I'm right here resting in God. Contentment. They feel like they're going to be content with you. Yes. Let's find out more. What do they need to tell you? What do they want you to know? I feel like your person is just like gathering the courage. Planning, yes, but gathering the courage to confront this person, this toxic person that they've got in their life here. Dog barking, advice from a friend. They're getting advice from a close friend here. They might not be telling many people about this, and that's kind of good, because I imagine this anyway. I mean, imagine that they're not telling many people, they're just telling one good friend, because toxic people have very sneaky ways of making the person who confronts them the problem. And they could be, if your person is talking to a lot of people about them, that is going to backfire on them. It always does, because a toxic person has got a way of making you the bad person when you do that. And yeah, telling everyone that you're crazy and stuff like that. They have these very toxic ways about them, of course. So they are getting help from a friend, close friend. Happiness and well-being. They are putting this happiness and well-being first here, which includes yours as well, is what I'm hearing too. So they've got an awareness that they are affecting you right now, and they don't want to do that. They want to put your health and happiness first as well, happiness and well-being, and they're putting theirs first at last, because your person hasn't been doing that before. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This is what they've been doing, and it may be since you came into their life that they've stopped doing that now, that they realise, I need to sort this out, because I do deserve to have my wishes fulfilled. To see that they're hurting you as well, and it's woken them up to themselves. They were allowing their life to ramble aimlessly before, putting up with this shit, and yeah, now they're getting advice. It's a good thing. Hey, Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Well, they've got a toxic person in. No, it's someone that you know. This is what they want you to know. There's someone that you're connected with, and they know them, and they know that they're undependable and insincere. So they could be worried that you've got a toxic person in your life as well. Not the same. It's not the same person. It's not the same toxic person. That could be a projection on their part. They're worried that you've got toxic people in your life too, or it could be real. Because you know, the stuff that we are going through ourselves, we do tend to project that onto other people. We see it in other people. You start saying, "Oh, you seem to have that problem too," even when they don't. Have you had people do that? Trying to tell you feel a certain way, you've got a certain problem, but it's them that's got it. And you're like, "Oh, no, I don't have that." It could be that. And well, family wishes coming true here, and so they do have this very ton of emotions, thinking that you are their person. They're going to be very happy and content with you. Roots of abundance there. Very happy to have met you. So much so, they want to change their lives now, have a significant ending to be with you here. What about their heart? What does their heart want to say to your heart? It wants to say, choose love. They want you to wait for them, is what I'm getting here. You always have a choice, met yours with love. They're choosing love now. They hope that you're going to stick around and choose them as well. And honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Like, I do feel like your person is a good person here, and they've got that honesty in their heart here. They feel that you've got the same there as well. So they want that, speaking with love and truth. They've had a harsh person around them, hey, very hard person around them, and they want that love and that openness now, and they're seeing that they can have that with you. Beautiful. But yeah, some drama going to go down soon anyway. So if that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll put a link for it up there. Just 20 Australian dollars. That's about 15 American dollars right now. Find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below as well. Now that's an instant download, so you need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. But you will receive an email, and that could end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, as well as your inbox as well. And when you find that email, all you need to do, in there will be a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. All you need to do is click on the shell, and you'll be able to watch that instantly. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Leave a comment, let me know what's going on as well. And if you're not joining me in the extended, this is where you're leaving me. Thank you so much for watching again. Good luck with this one. And if you're joining me in the extended, then I'll see you there very shortly. So good luck.